अस्सलाम वालेकुम दोस्तों, इस वीडियो में हम पढ़ेंगे फंक्शंस ऑफ ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के बारे में। ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम परफॉर्म्स द फॉलोइंग फंक्शन। फर्स्ट फंक्शन इज बूटिंग। बूटिंग इज अ प्रोसेस ऑफ starting or restarting the computer. Operating systems starts the computer to work. It checks the computer and makes it ready to work. There are two types of booting: cold boot and warm boot. First is cold boot. When computer is turned on after it has been powered off completely is called cold boot. When computer is turned on after it has been powered off completely, it is called cold boot. Warm boot. When computer is restarted, it is called warm boot. When booting process takes place, a kernel and important instructions of operating systems are copied from hard disk to main memory RAM. Is the kernel is the most important part of operating system that manages memory and devices, maintain computer clock, starts applications, and assigns computer resources like devices, programs, data, and information, etc. Kernel remains in memory permanently while the computer is turned on. Steps. The step-by-step booting process is as follows: BIOS and step program. Room read-only memory, permanent and unchanging memory. BIOS, basic input-output system. The part of the system software that includes the instructions that the computer uses to accept input and output. To transfer from a storage devices to room, loads BIOS into the computer memory. Setup program, a special program containing setting to control hardware. The program can be accessed while the BIOS informative is visible. So step 2, the power on self test. Post the power of on self test. Post power on self test, a series of tests conducted on computer main memory, input output devices, disks, drives, and the hard disk. BIOS conducted power on self test to check the input output system for operability. The computer will produce a beeping sound and an error message will appear on the monitor if any problems are encountered. The operating system OS loads BIOS searches for the operating system. The setting in CMOS determine where to look for the operating system. The operating system kernel is loaded into the computer's memory. The operating system takes control of the computer and begins loading system configuration information. System configuration. Registry database to store information about peripheral and software peripheral device connected to a computer. Driver, a utility programs that makes peripheral devices functions properly. The system is configured from the operating system registry. Drivers are loaded into memory. Step 5, system utility loads. System utility are memory, volume control, antivirus software, PC, and unplugging utility. So last step is step 6, user authentication. Authentication or user login occurs. Username, password. The user interface starts enabling यूज़र इंटरेक्शंस विद द कंप्यूटर प्रोग्राम्स। तो दोस्तों, आज की इस वीडियो में मैंने आपको फंक्शंस ऑफ ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के बारे में बताया है, जिसमें हमने पढ़ा है बूटिंग। बूटिंग के आगे हमने स्टेप्स पढ़े हैं दोस्तों, जिनमें है BIOS and step program, the power on self test, the operating system load, system configuration, 4 step, 5 step system utility loads, and 6 step is user authentication। तो दोस्तों, आने वाली मज़ीद वीडियोस के लिए आप हमारे चैनल को लाजमी सब्सक्राइब कर दें अगर आप हमारे चैनल पर न्यू हैं, और बेल आइकन को लाजमी प्रेस करें ताकि आने वाली न्यू वीडियोस का नोटिफिकेशन आप तक पहुंच सके दोस्तों। तो दोस्तों, आज की इस वीडियो में इतना ही। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़।